to Mark Foley, who found Nilemore and ended up in a great score for Limerick. That should drive them on at this stage of the game.
3 points between the teams. Peter Lawler, Brian O'Mara, Donald O'Grady. Not the Cork hurling manager, but the Limerick hurler. Dermot Fitzgerald, hassling, chasing. Very impressive, Dermot Fitzgerald. Nice hurler. And a good club player with Ross Gray as well. They'll be proud of him, following the footsteps of the great Roger Ryan. Francis Lucknan. Good to see a Ross Gray man here on the Tipperary team. Down far is Niall Moran. Fouled by Eamon Corcoran. And Moran is doing well here on the left flank. He's causing a few problems.
He's causing a lot of problems for Eamon Corcoran there in the second half, Marty. And this is a vital free. Great play by Niall Moran, and he's using his physique and his strength and his height to great effect there in the second half period.
Well, he certainly has performed well, and he'll be boosted by that last point a moment ago. He's asking Aidan McSwift to just allow him the time to tie the laces as Donnacha Sheehan and Martin Marr wait around Brendan Cummins' goalposts. Well, it was Niall Moran's goal against Clare on this very ground that qualified Limerick for Phase 2 of the National Hurling League. He certainly has performed in the championship. 7 points against Cork, 6 this evening. This one, however, is tailing to the right and wide. 11 wides for Limerick in this qualifier. Some statistical information for you. 9 out of 32 scoring chances for Limerick, 10 out of 28 for Tipperary rather, and 10 out of 28 for Limerick. Limerick introducing Paul O'Grady, and the player that's coming off is Mike McKenna. Paul Curran just receiving some medical attention. Substitution confirmed. Michael McKenna off, Paul O'Grady on. Paul Curran, who spent 3 months in the United States of America earlier in the season, missed a good part of the league, came back for that Phase 2 and now established first choice cornerback. Mark Foley did very well to prevent Tipperary gaining clean possession. Niall Moran growing in confidence. Andrew O'Shaughnessy blatantly being fouled by Paul Curran, and this is a free for Limerick. It's a tense evening on the banks of the Shannon. Can Limerick get back in and beat Tipperary for the first time since the 1996 Munster Hurling Final? 13 minutes, almost just 12 minutes really, of actual playing time. Niall Moran. And the white flag is raised. 2 points between them. 7 points for Niall Moran out of that tally of a goal and 10.
And they've switched them over, Marty, to the far side over on top of Dermot Fitzgerald, who was beginning to dominate there for Tipperary. And should we make for an interesting couple of minutes now? The last 10 minutes would make it vital that Limerick take every chance, because as you said, they're very much in this game and they're now hurling much better than Tipperary.
Peter Lawler going to take this free. Pacho Whelan issues instructions. He senses perhaps a victory in this intriguing tie here in Park Nagale. Donnacha Sheehan battles very hard. It comes to Donny Ryan. Referee says advantage. Back to Donnacha Sheehan. A chance here for Limerick, and a chance for James O'Brien, and that is gone over the bar by Donald O'Grady. Introduced by Pacho Whelan in the second half. Donald O'Grady provided the extra cover there, and that ball hit sweetly over Brendan Cummins' crossbar. Tipperary introducing another substitute. This is Tony Scroop from the Burgess Club. another wing forward, and it looks like the player that's going to make way is fellow substitute Brian O'Mara. Interesting change by Tipperary.
Very much so. I mean, Brian O'Mara just came on there after half time. He didn't get much time in the game, and certainly they leave anything to chance.
Certainly, as you said a moment ago, Tomas, Limerick at the moment are playing with great confidence. Mark Foley. 1 point between the teams. Referee has blown his whistle, and there's a lot of anger over that challenge. I must say I was following the slither myself, and Edom McSwibna has to assert control here. Tommy Dunn is the player that's down on the deck. Let's see what happened here, as Mark Foley suffered an injury with that challenge by Tommy Dunn.
In his effort to block down Mark Foley at that stage, it seems that he got a belt across the wrist, Marty, but like Tommy Dunn isn't that type of player, certainly not, you know, and nothing malicious in this. I know Mark Foley, he's got up, he's off his feet again, and Mark being the player he is as well, he's going to get on with the game.
Yellow card for Tommy Dunn, but as you say, Tommy Dunn is not that sort of player. And to Mark Foley's credit, he immediately bounced back up.
Absolutely, nothing more than just actually trying to block the ball, and that's what we've seen throughout the 60 minutes at this stage, man. There's been great blocking, there's been great hooking, and that's a part of the game that you actually have to do.
Pat Joe Wheelahan thinking about introducing more substitutes. Damien Quigley and one of the selectors having a word there as we look at this free about to be taken by Niall Moore. An effort here to level the match. This would be for the third time. Difficult enough angle, just inside the Tipperary 65. It's curling, but not curling enough. 12 wides for Limerick. 14 wides for Tipperary. 3-6 for Ken Hogan's men. 1-11 for Limerick. It's do or die here now, with 8 minutes left. Who will be in the draw in the Sunday game tomorrow night? Will it be Tipperary? Will it be Limerick? Are we in fact facing extra time in Park na Gael? If we are, I feel that somebody should put on the lights.
It's going to be very dark, Marty. It's getting very dark at this stage.
Here's a chance for Tipperary to have possession. An effort by Owen Kelly. The umpires consult, and it's his first point from play. And his second of the evening. 2 points of an advantage for the Premier County.
And who would have said that, Marty, coming down here this evening, that Owen Kelly would be kept to 1 point with a couple of minutes remaining.
Limerick introduced Pat Tobin, and they're taking off Donnacha Sheehan, the left corner forward. So Pat Tobin is on. Confirmation on your screens. Mark Foley, he read that so well. He waited for the breaking ball, and he wins himself a free. Niall Moore thought about taking this, but he's going to leave it. Declan Nash, one of the selectors, making the change to the free taking. This is going to be Paul O'Grady, the Patrick Swell Club. Very accurate free taker, under 21 All-Ireland medalist, and considered within Limerick hurling world unlucky not to have started against Waterford. Didn't quite connect properly. Dermot Fitzgerald underneath it, sent back out, nipping in is the very talented Donald O'Grady. Chance here for Limerick, and they're back on the scoreboard. Just in hardly about 3 minutes, I'd say. Pat Tobin puts it over the bar.
Yes, and very noticeable as well. Donald O'Grady has made a big impact since his selection coming onto the field there in the second half as well. Ran through, were very strong in the challenge here and gave a great hand pass out, and he's been very, very effective once he came into the field.
64 and a half minutes played. 1 point again between the teams. Colin Morrissey hits this with great conviction. The Banchaman started left half back against Waterford, scored a goal and a point, and in the qualifier midfield here in Limerick, he scored twice.
Yes, he's been kind of one of the star performers for Tipperary today. Very, very effective. Similar style to Paul Kelly and the Benny Dunns of this world, but he's been the most effective of those three today.
Niall Moore. Ball squelches free. This is going to be a throw ball. Has to be. James O'Brien is the number 25 for Limerick. Tommy Dunn, shoulder to shoulder with him. The ash breaks and the ball rolls back, fires Brendan Cummins. And again, what a puck of a ball down into the Limerick half of the field. Knocked away.
Now this just shows Marty the ball being thrown in, the passion that's in that game at the moment. My God, Tommy Dunn and the midfielder there, did they pull on that ball as if their lives depended on it. It's fantastic to see.
Sideline ball at the far side, going to be taken by Damien Rhea. Pacho Wheeler still believes his side can win this qualifier. Goes all the way back as far as Philip Marr, Paul Curran. Paul Curran did well. Beats Andrew Shaughnessy. Comes over to this side. Goes off a Tipperary man. The last player to touch it was Tony Scroop. And this is going to be a line ball for Limerick. Going to be taken by Mark Foley. Nobody making any great run. Hoping he cuts this well. Fails to do so. High challenge from Pat Tobin. Sideline ball to Tipperary.
That should have been a free to Limerick there, Marty. There was a high challenge there by the Tipperary defender, and Edon lifts them off and they lose possession, and it gives a line ball to Tipperary when the ball actually could be gone over the bar at the other end.
2 minutes of additional time to be played here in Park na Gael. Eamon Corcoran standing over this sideline cut. That's what Mark Foley was hoping for a moment ago. Breaking ball picked up by John Carroll. He'll try and hustle and bustle his way. Seamus Butler, great defending by Mickey Cahill. Limerick playing with great heart and determination. They need scores. The delivery, not a good one. Eamon Corcoran gets there, unmarked momentarily. He's fouled subsequently, and it's going to be a free for Tipperary. 2 points between the teams. This free going to be taken by Owen Kelly. And he's in the middle of the pitch. This side of the field. Scored twice already. Trying to give the Premier County a little bit of breathing space here with this free. Gets well underneath it. The umpires signal clearly it is wide. Less than 2 minutes of actual playing time as Tipperary introduce another substitute. Mark O'Leary is being warmed up. He's another forward, former All-Star, member of the All-Ireland winning team 3 years ago. Player coming off is the man who scored a goal and 2 points, Seamus Butler.
Certainly, both managers cannot be complaining for making changes. They're using the full complement of players at this stage.
You certainly would want your notebook up here, as we have just about a minute and a half. The rain comes down again in Park na Gael, but there's nobody leaving this magnificent venue after being redeveloped for €12 million. They've got quite a number of games this season and always looking magnificent. But are the home side about to bow out of the championship of 2004? Less than a minute of actual playing time left. Tommy Dunn to take this free. Dropping this one in. TJ Ryan underneath it, goes all the way back for John Cahill. under pressure. Gives it first Damien Rail. Plenty of Limerick players available, but the free taker is out there by himself. Tommy Dunn. The pass inside was not a great one, but Tipperary retained possession. John Carroll hits it well, and hits it over the bar. The Ross Gray combination, who well paid dividends for the Premiers. 2 minutes of additional time with just 7 seconds left. It has to be a goal for Limerick, or it's bye-bye.
Has to be at this stage, Mark. It has to be a goal, and you can't see the goal coming at this stage. The Tipperary halfback seem to be dominant now, and credit must go to Dermot Fitzgerald on that left-hand side. He's had a fantastic game, and he was the man that gave the pass there to John Carroll to get the score. That was a fantastic point to actually put him 3 points ahead.
And they're getting the crucial freeze now, Tipperary. Deservedly so, I'm not questioning the referee, but they are able to slow down the pace as we now enter injury time.
And I suppose the difference has been there, Marty. Niall Moran did get 2 opportunities just below us on the stand side here to bring the game closer and failed to do so. They were the crucial points that were missed by Limerick when they were getting back on top of Tipperary.
Tone Kelly. This is going over the bar. It's his 3rd point of the evening, and it certainly would seem to guarantee that Tipperary will be in the draw tomorrow night.
Absolutely, and that probably is the difference at the end of the day when you have a free taker of that calibre of Owen Kelly and putting the ball over the bar from 70 yards out. Makes all the difference.
Limerick with just about 40 seconds left, if the referee doesn't add on anything extra. Owen Kelly, John Carroll. I know it's an old cliche, but a wide is as good as a score at this stage, as long as it delays John Carroll's puck out. Limerick hurling supporters look as if they're going to be facing disappointment. Let's just see what's left of the tank. Mark Foley brought to ground, and a free for Limerick. Dropping this one in, Tony Ryan. Tipperary under the cosh momentarily. Philip Marr is there. Ryan Geary is up there as well, and this is going to be a throw ball.
And a big difference there, Marty, in that second half period as well was the Tipperary full back line. The Limerick full forward line never got inside the men like we've seen in the first half period when they created those goal chances, when they bore down on top of Brendan Cummins' goal. We saw none of that in that second half period.
Chance here for Andrew Shaughnessy. Drives this in, and it's gone all the way. Andrew Shaughnessy gets his 2nd goal. Well, 72 and a half minutes played. Is there time? One more chance for Limerick. Andrew O'Shaughnessy getting inside the cover here and getting it right into the corner past Brendan Cummins. The puck out is a lengthy one. It has to be to keep Limerick at bay. Possession is vital. It's all up to the discretion of the referee as we head towards the 73rd minute. Limerick just might have one last hurrah to force this game into extra time. Limerick, Andrew O'Shaughnessy, 1 point between the teams. Comes in for his Niall Moran. The rebound, Dermot Fitzgerald. Niall Moran again. John Carroll is there for Tipperary, but it's Carroll that comes away with it. Hooked. They're just on their feet at this stage. Limerick are battling for everything. Tony Ryan has to be possession. Is there a free? Tommy Dunn says, I didn't call him. The referee agrees with him. The referee blows the whistle. What's he going to do here? He calls for the sliotar, and what's it going to be? It's going to be a throw ball, I feel.
It's going to be a throw ball, and Padjo Whelan down in front of us. He felt that Limerick should have got a free there last stage.
It comes to Mark Foley. He has to show the example. Last year's captain. He's out towards the corner flag, coming in, trying to work in a chance for a free. Tony Ryan is there, brought down. Is he? The referee says no, and Brendan Cummins gives a long relieving clearance. Limerick players protest to the referee. They feel they should have at least gotten one of those 2 frees. Limerick are out of the All-Ireland Championship for 2004 by the narrowest of margins. After showing tremendous character, Ken Hogan and Jack Bergen congratulate each other. They know that they have got through, and Tommy Dunn knows likewise. It was a solid team performance, but very easily, Tomas, Limerick could have caught them at the end.
Great credit to Limerick. I mean, that's what you want from an emerging team, Marty, when you've got a lot of young players. When the game went against Limerick there in the last couple of minutes, they kept plugging away and they got the goal at the end. So it actually could have made all the difference, and certainly they'll rue the 2 misses by Niall Moran there from those 2 frees at that stage.
They'll certainly criticise Aidan McSwift, and Limerick, I think, will feel, and Patrick Whelan protested to the referee as he went off the pitch, feeling that they should have been given at least a free.
Absolutely,
out of those 2 occasions.
Absolutely. In the middle of the park, certainly in front of us, they gave him no opportunity to play the ball, and it certainly seemed that if there would be a free there for Limerick.
But
anyway,
the goal by Seamus Butler just after half-time was a crucial one.
Crucial goal. I suppose it's important to get a good start at half time. I suppose that's the dream start, to get that goal, because we weren't putting points up on the board too easily, and it was a great fill-up to get that goal.
You must be relieved, because at the final whistle it looked like Limerick were coming at you.
Well, I suppose it was 3 minutes injury time played, and Andrew Shoxley got a great goal out of nowhere, a real opportunist goal. So like, you're under huge pressure then with a minute and a half to go, and the game is ebbing and flowing.